Once upon a time, long ago, there lived a man called Ndawula, and he had a big dog called Mbwa with a very huge tail. He trained the dog to use its tail as a sweeping broom. During those times, people with dogs used to go hunting, but Ndawula thought of having another way of getting food, and hunted animals without doing any farming or hunting. Instead, he used the talent of his dog to clean his neighbors' compounds, since many wanted to see how a dog can sweep the compound, cleaning using its tail. At first, he went to his closest neighbor and told him how special his dog, Mbwa, is, that it can clean his compound using its tail. "That is impossible," said the closest neighbor. "It's possible," Ndawula replied. "And what will you give me if I call my dog here and it does the cleaning?" "I will give you ample food, meat for you and your dog after seeing it cleaning my compound using its tail," said the neighbor. So Ndawula started shouting loud, calling upon his dog to come and start sweeping the compound. "Mbwa, Mbwa, I call you upon my friend. Mbwa, Mbwa, I call you upon my friend. Mbwa, Mbwa, I call you upon my friend. Mbwa, Mbwa, I call you upon my friend." So when the dog heard the voice of his master, came running towards where it heard his voice calling. And on reaching him, Mbwa replied to him, "I wasn't near my master while sweeping the compound." So Ndawula's closest neighbor was amused to see a dog sweeping his compound, and afterwards Ndawula was given food and meat as they had agreed. This became Ndawula's route whenever he wanted food, meat, or any sort of help, since many wanted to see how his dog sweeps the compound using its tail. But unfortunately, Ndawula didn't give his dog its share whenever it did the cleaning, and a time came when Ndawula was desperately in need of food, meat, and paraffin, and he moved another community where people were still doubting of his dog sweeping capabilities using its tail. This time round, the family he met saw it as hoax, and to prove it to them, Ndawula did the unthinkable. To give this family the appetite to believe in him, he took a strong oath on his life if his dog Mbwa doesn't sweep the compound using its tail. He shouted loud again for his dog to come over. "Mbwa, Mbwa, I call you upon my friend. Mbwa, Mbwa, I call you upon my friend. Mbwa, Mbwa, I call you upon my friend. Mbwa, Mbwa, I call you upon my friend." The dog was nowhere to be seen, and he asked again for more time, and this time round he shouted on top of his voice, "Mbwa, Mbwa, I call you upon my friend. Mbwa, Mbwa, I call you upon my friend. Mbwa, Mbwa, I call you upon my friend. Mbwa, Mbwa, I call you upon my friend." Still the dog was nowhere to be seen, and since Ndawula had made an oath on his life, he was killed. Upon his death, his dog appeared singing, "I was very far, my master, hunting for my food, that's why I delayed. My master." This is when Mbwa realized that his master had been killed. In this story they used a dog, because it's man's best friend, to give a clear picture that if friend does help, you have to do the same. There is a saying that a friend in need is a friend indeed, because once we pretend to forget what our friends have done for us, there will always be a time when we will desperately need their help, and they will turn a deaf ear based on our past relations, when they were there for us and we did not show them gratitude.